It feels crazy to me that we are already filming my February TBR. Like, where has January gone? I'm sorry, but January usually goes by so slowly, and this year it feels like I've blinked and it's vanished. Now, I'm not complaining because January is really not my favourite month of the year. I look forward to spring. As soon as I see those daffodils and tulips pop up out of the ground, I am a happy girly. So, you know, we're inching closer to that moment. But yeah, it is time to pick my February TBR. Can you believe it? Let's talk a little bit about my January reading before I hop into this. In January, so far, now bearing in mind there are still a few days left of January at the moment of me filming this, I have finished 4 books. It's not as many as I would have liked, but I'm pretty happy with that, and I've got 2 books in progress, one of which I know I'll definitely finish because I'm doing it as a read along with Book Break UK, and then the other one I'm not quite halfway through, so I'm hoping that I can get it finished in January. If not, it may just slip over into the first day or so of February. That's fine, so 6 books. Now last month for my TBR prompts, I picked 6 prompts. Did I stick to that TBR? I'm going to be honest, not completely. The first 2 books I read were from my TBR, but then I read Heavenly Bodies and I just had to go into Fallen Stars, which was not on my TBR, but it had to be done. And then I did hop back to my TBR. I read my book club book, which was City of Ashes, and really enjoyed that. Was it as good as the first book? Honestly, I don't think so, but I'm excited now for the rest of the series to ramp up. But yeah, so what did I read? Full Moon Coffee Shop was my first read of January. I read that in like a day. It was lovely. Then I read Heavenly Bodies. That was a knockout 5-star read. So I finished Heavenly Bodies and then I went back to my TBR and read City of Ashes. I overlapped that with Fallen Stars by Imani Eriu, book 2 in the Heavenly Bodies series, because I couldn't wait. It was too good. And that was also a 5-star read. City of Ashes, I think I ended up giving 3.75 stars. Then I started Beartown by Frederick Backman. I'm really excited to get further into that. It is taking me a little while longer to read, but that's okay. I am really enjoying it. And I plan on vlogging me reading the end of that because I think it's gonna rip my heart out. So yeah, and then I'm also currently reading Meet the Newmans by Jennifer Niven. That is the one that I'm reading for a read along. Really recommend that. It's very, very good, but I will share my thoughts more on that once I've finished it. Hopefully we'll finish 6 books. The books that I didn't get to were Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty and The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. I did really want to read The Burning God this month. However, I am feeling a little bit burnt out on the fantasy front at the moment. I don't know why. It's really not like me. But I'm feeling sort of more romance and literary fiction going into this month. So we're going to bear that in mind. There are a few books that I would really like to get on my TBR this month. One of which being Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McConaughey. I'm really in the mood to read that. Potentially I Who Have Never Known Men, because it's nice and quick and a literary fiction. Potentially also The Lamb by Lucy Rose, because I've got the audiobook waiting for that one. And Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. They're the ones that really I'm feeling at the moment. I've also got Hamnet on the back of here. Wouldn't mind getting to that one so that I can watch the film. But yeah, let's see what prompts we pick. I am going to pick 6 prompts again. I have a week off in February, so hopefully I can get a lot more reading done. 6 feels like a good amount, and then I potentially have some wiggle room around that as well for any vlogs that I may or may not have planned for you. Ooh. Okay, here we go. First prompt. What will it be? Oh, for those of you who don't know, I pick a prompt. That prompt then tells us what book we are looking for, and we have to find a book that fits the prompt. I do always try and show you first. However, my camera almost never focuses and I wrote them really tinily. Here we go. Comes last alphabetically by title. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, or Z. Okay, so I'm looking for a Y. I don't think I've got any that begin with a Z. I've got a W. W, X, Y, L, M, N. No, but that's got the. I'm not going to count the. I'm going to go straight in with like a one that doesn't have the or an at the beginning, because that feels like cheating. Okay, let me look on the back. So far, it's actually looking like Wild Darkshore, which will be exciting. See, I've got like in the veins of the drowning, but that's V, that comes before. And I've got the wolf den, but that's the. So that feels like cheating. It may, oh my gosh, this is exciting. Am I being blind? Or is it actually? It's actually the book that I wanted to pick. So for our first prompt, a book that comes last, alphabetically by title, is Wild Darkshore by Charlotte McConaughey. So excited. I've heard nothing but incredible things about this book and I cannot wait to read it. It is giving me Where the Crawdads Sing vibes and I adored that book. So yeah, very exciting. Book number 1, tick. Great start. Okay, let's put my picks here. Okay, prompt numero 2. Prompt number 2. Go with this one. Oh, this feels like quite a long one actually. Dee-ba-doo. What does that say? Title starts with letter generator picks. Hey Google, choose a random letter of the alphabet.
F.
F. Title starts with an F. Got Fallen City by Adrian Young. Oh, I've got, but I said not the. Did say not the. Okay, let's go. Oh, hang on, I've got 2 more here, which I forgot about. What have I got here? I've got some proofs. What Fury Brings. Okay, I almost panicked. I was like, wait, is that last alphabetically? No, it goes H-I-J-K. So it's still Wild Darkshore, so that's fine. And then I've also got The Witch and the Wolf. But neither of those begin with an F. So I think that the only book on here beginning with an F is, if I can, this is so awkward, like 5 hours later. Okay, is Fallen City by Adrian Young. This is the fairyloot edition. I think this is from a couple of months ago. When was this from? November. So yeah, quite recent actually. So this is Fallen City by Adrian Young. Let's just show you it because the stunning foiling on this naked hardcover is well worth the show. And then we've got these nice end papers as well. There we go. Fallen City by Adrian Young. This is also, I think, on my like 12 books that I wanted to read this year from prompts that people on Instagram sent me. So there we go, ticking 1 off. Number 3, we're racing through these. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh no, I can see this one through it and I'm not enjoying this prompt because I know exactly what it's going to be. Okay, the longest book on my TBR. At least I can do the audio for this because I do have the audio book. I don't even think I need to look at anything else because this is 600 and nearly 700 pages and that's 500. That's like 400, 500, yeah. No, this is this one. The Will of the Many by James Islington. I've heard incredible things about this book and I am excited to read it. I just wasn't necessarily feeling it for February, but that's okay. I've got the audiobook, so I can go with it that way. I downloaded the audiobook because when I received the paperback, the size of the font horrified me. Who prints a book with font that small? Sorry, but that's like, I need a magnifying glass to read that. So anyway, I'll be doing this with the audiobook, so that's okay. Longest book on my TBR, The Will of the Many by James Islington. So excited to read this. I know it's going to be incredible. It's also like epic fantasy. So I do still have some range on here. We've got a romantasy, we've got a literary fiction, and an epic fantasy. So I'd love to get some romance on here, just to like break things up a little bit. Okay, let's go for this one. Go. A book that has a TV or movie adaptation. Yes. Oh, there are 2 books that I could pick for this. One of which is not technically on my TBR cart, but it's literally there because I've just filmed my book haul for the month. And the other one I did also haul this month, but I put it straight on my TBR cart. Okay, I'm going to show you the options. So, I could either go Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell, which of course has just had a movie released, which I really, really, really want to see. Then I also have Heated Rivalry, which, as we are all acutely aware of, has just had a Netflix adaptation made. The only issue I have with this one is that I don't have Game Changers, which technically is the first book in the series. This is just Shane and Ilya's story. So do I have to read Game Changers before I read this? Or do I just go straight in with Heated Rivalry? They're interconnected. It just depends if I would miss out on knowing about the other characters. Oh, decisions! I can't decide. Can I pick both? Also, I've just realised Heated Rivalry is like a little bit taller than standard paperback format. And like a little bit wider as well. Anyway, I digress. That's going to look weird on my shelves. What do I choose? They're both blue. I don't know what to pick. Oh! You see, either of these as well would fit a vlog that I've got planned for February. Oh my goodness, this is literally going to take me about 5 hours to decide. Okay, I'm going to randomly number these. 1 and 2. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 2.
Here's a random number, 2.
Heated Rivalry it is, thank you. Okay, I couldn't decide, so I just did it randomly and we're going with Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed. I'm so excited. Back on the TBR cart. Next prompt. That was 4, so this is 5. How are we nearly at 6 already? Oh. Okay. Let's go for this one. Please be good. Please be good. Come on. What is it? What does it say? A book you think will make you cry. You see, I've been waiting to pull this prompt because I knew exactly what book I would pick if this came about. Yes, I think I could pick Hamnet because I do think that will make me cry. However, the book that I know I want to read for this prompt and that I know will completely rip my soul apart, if I can get it out. Book that I know will completely destroy me is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Am I ready? I don't know. But at the same time, I am so ready to read this book. Oh, I've heard nothing but insane things about this, and I just can't wait. I know this is going to absolutely destroy me, and I'm really, really excited to read this. So, book that will make me cry, or book that I think will make me cry, is going to be Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm so excited for this TBR. This is amazing. Okay. Prompt number 6. Drum roll, please. What's that say? A translated book. Ooh. Okay. So right off the bat, I know, or at least I think, that The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop is translated. English translation, copyright, yes. This is translated from Japanese. So I could go with that. Don't think any others on this side are translated. Do you know what? Surprisingly, oh no, there is one more. I lie. I've also got The Door-to-Door Bookstore by Karsten Henn. This is, I'm not sure what language this is translated from. German. This is translated from German. So I could go Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop, or I could go The Door-to-Door Bookstore. There's a bookshop theme. That's quite cute. Simply because of the cover and it being pink and like Valentine's and spring and all that for February. Look, I even wore my Love Heart cardigan. I'm going to go for The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop. Cute. Welcome to the Cherry Blossom Bookshop, a haven for book lovers that only appears during the fleeting cherry blossom season. Nestled amidst the bloom of delicate petals, you'll find a sanctuary for those burdened by regrets and past sorrows. Here, Sakura, the mysterious young owner, and her wise calico cat patiently await the arrival of souls in need of solace and healing. Told over 4 seasons, each visitor to the bookshop holds a book that bridges their past and present, guiding them towards understanding and acceptance. With the antique charm of the shop and the soothing aroma of freshly brewed coffee, Sakura and Kabako help their guests confront their lingering sadness through the power of stories, enabling them to move forward with renewed hope. That sounds so cute. Okay, there we go. Now, part of me is really tempted to choose another one, just because it's fun. Should we choose another book? Should we choose a 7th book? You know, apart from The Will of the Many, I actually think a lot of these will be quite quick reads. So why not? Let's pick a 7th prompt. If I don't get round to it, that doesn't matter. Okay. 7th and final prompt for February is a book that is over 10 years old. Ooh. Okay. Right off the bat, I'm just going to check and see, oops, I forget my Kindles there, and see if I Who Have Never Known Men is over 10 years old. Yes, it's 1995. Okay, I'm going to choose I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman. A nice and short one for our 7th additional prompt. And I did really want to get this onto my TBR, so very, very happy about that. I'm so intrigued about this. I've heard some really, really good reviews and that it's very thought-provoking, so very much excited to read that one. Okay, there we go then. Our 7 books on the February TBR. There are some incredible books on here, and I think this is just gonna satisfy everything that I'm in the mood for at the moment, which is brilliant. I need to keep going. I need to keep the momentum going and just read books that I'm excited to read. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have read any of these books, which ones you think I should start with, and let me know what is on your TBR for the month of February. Please do consider liking this video if you enjoyed it and subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah! Bye!